Shall I call up the meeting?
Hold on.
Not all enter the room yet.
Okay.
It's okay. We have to start on time.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So I say happy Dragon Boat Festival and wish everyone a healthy and safety years. Okay, because today is our Dragon Boat Festival. So this festival basically is to throw away all the bad luck and also the the sickness and all the things. So to keep everyone healthy. So I wish everyone here stay healthy and happy. Okay, stay safe. So I'm Risan, SAA from Venus Toastmasters Club. And together with me tonight, I have Rita, which will be helping for the Zoom Master role. And thank you everyone for taking your time to participate for today's meeting. So before we start the meeting, I would like to share some simple house rules for tonight. Rita, can you please play?
Risan, do you mind to share it also? Because I think something wrong with my PowerPoint.
Okay, just wait me a while. Yeah, because I'm also having some technical issue where I cannot move my screen. So today will be a technical challenge.
It's okay. Maybe you can just say it out without any screen.
Yes, okay, can. Okay, so basically what we would I will encourage all to rename yourself according to your role. Because like if you are a guest, you just put a G in front of your name. And if you are a Toastmaster guest, you just put your club name behind your name so that we can recognize who is our guest tonight. And also if you're playing some roles, you are a role player, just put like what I did is like your role timer, then after that you put your name so that we can identify who you are and easy for us to highlight when we need you. Okay. Second, please make sure yourself mute, and if you're not sharing or speaking. And third, try to open your video tonight so that we can have interaction with you, and especially for speakers, they can know your expressions, whether you are happy, sad, according to what they share. And feel free to use the emoji if you want to react with them or interact with them. And lastly, this meeting will be recorded. If any of you feels that you don't want to be appeared in our video, just inform us so that we will remove before we publish your picture. That's it from my side. So I would like to hand over to our president. Let's welcome Venus Toastmaster President, Miss Angeline Lai, for her opening speech. Give her a love emoji, everyone. Need to see your reaction. Yeah.
Thank you, and welcome all the Toastmasters from Malaysia and from different regions of Malaysia as well. Except myself, I'm from Singapore, and Kayling as well is from Singapore. Okay, so yeah. So before that, I just want to first give a big applause to our 2 new members who are taking up the first new role, their very first new role as a R counter and also timer. This is a very good and really inspire all of our members to follow as a very good role model for our members as well. So by learning, by doing, that's where you get to grow and improve yourself. So the benefit of it, of course, timer is more on improving your active listening skill. Same goes to the R counter. Tonight team meetings, we have goal setting. So we have actually crossed to our second half of 2022. Good news is everybody now get to travel. So I believe your goal setting has increased. Most of your goal checks will be most of the places that you want to travel, or places you want to eat, or people you want to meet. But in Toastmaster, we are talking about let me bring into some Toastmaster context. What is the importance of Toastmaster? And then do we really need to set a goal setting? right? So yeah, as you can see, this is the Toastmaster Toastmaster benefit of Toastmaster. Let me share my screen just to make sure that can I have the share screen options features. I wasn't get the yeah. Let me share my screen. Okay, yeah, I can share. So okay, so for members, I seriously, I mean, I will later I will drop these files to all of you. Before that, let me just put my file so that you all can get a look, take a look on the Toastmasters. For the if you are new to Toastmaster, today is more for your understanding. But of course, it's good for you to understand what you need to achieve and what's your plan joining Toastmaster, right? So being a Toastmasters, we actually come with a lot of stuff. Of course, that one thing is to okay, let me just member interest. This is a form which you can download from the Toastmaster website as well, right? I'm sending it into the chat so you can download a copy. Okay, the member interest survey form for your informations, right? It's basically to understand for yourself, to set the goal about what you need to do and what is your intention in joining Toastmasters. So for example, I give you an example of myself, right? Using my own personal experience. All members, regardless, as long you are members of Toastmasters from different clubs, you should have filled in this before. But every year, you will have to refresh and review your goal. It's just like your appraisal form. Before that, you have to set your goal setting, what you need to achieve for a short-term goal and your long-term goal. So as you can see here, what is your goal? For example, for me, we want to know, each of you, what is your goal to achieve? By filling this up doesn't mean that you keep it in your drawer. By filling this up, we encourage you to share with your members. So in the Toastmaster context, you should have your mentors who work with you closely to manage and monitor your progressions, and also with your VPE. So you can share with our VPE, and I mean for Venus, you can share with our VPE, and you can share with your mentor. If you have a preferred mentor within Venus or outside Venus, it's fine, right? So basically, you can work with them and just share with them what is your goal in this particular years for this term, upcoming term. For example, I want to complete my 2 levels of pathway. To understand how many levels, how many projects you're going to finish in your pathway is also a plan. Some people have bandwidth, they can do more. Some people, you are very busy at working or at your workplace as well. So you can set a more relaxing time, your more relaxing goal. But without doing this, you will never know where you're going to do, right? So taking a role player like Fanny tonight, like our Kaylings tonight, or like Rita as well. So all of this is also can be considered part of your goal plan. Then you list out your objective of what are the objectives you wanted to achieve to support your goal. So these are the examples. Think about it, and then you give yourself 1 month time. By July, you can share with us for Venus, and then we will look into it and we will try. We will work with our club officers. We work together and see how we can support you. For example, you need a slot. You need to achieve your triple crown, for example. And how are you going to achieve it? If you do not have a slot, speaking slots in Venus, can you still achieve it? Answer is yes. But question is, if I don't know anybody because I do not have time to visit other clubs, how can I do it? So you have to reach out and connect to our ESCO, your mentors, or maybe VPE. VPE, you can see in the club members, VPE always network, right? Network and connect, and VPE share some other clubs or any role players needed or any members speaking slots. That's where you can grab it and you can plan ahead, right? This is where the intention of goal setting. I hope you understand, and then download the goal setting file, the member interest document, and do it accordingly. We will continue to remind you next month, right? If you have not filled in, this is the short 2 pages goal setting, and then you can share and write everything. It's editable. You don't really need a PDF writer. Basically, once you open it, it's editable. All right. So that's about it. I hope everybody have understand what is the some homework to do for upcoming term, right? Okay. So without further delay, I'll hand it over to our Toastmaster of the evening. Daphne, over to you.
Thank you, President Angeline. Good evening, everyone. I'm Daphne, and I'm from Proactive Bilingual Toastmaster Club. And today I'm here joining winners as the Toastmaster of the evening. Before I start into further detail, I would like to share with you, especially with the new friends who are here visiting for the very first time at Winners Club, and also to help members of Toastmaster, whether you are from Winners or any other club like myself, to refresh what is Toastmaster all about. So we go about the history of the Toastmaster program. It was founded in 1924 by a group of men assembled by Dr. Ralph Smalley, met in the basement of the YMCA in Santa Ana, California, forming a club to afford practice and training in the art of public speaking and in presiding over meetings, and to provide social ability and good fellowship among its members. Smedley wrote the Manual of Instructions and 10 lessons in public speaking. He got copyright on the publication and trademarked the name Toastmaster Club, which is the club that we are here today. And Toastmaster International has over 300,000 members in 149 countries with more than 15,800 clubs. Now, Winners is one of the club, and congratulations for coming over to Winners. Yes, may I have the next slide, or do I have unshare the screen, please? All right, so you have already learned about Toastmaster International, a brief history. So, it's mentioned about public speaking. Other than public speaking, what is the tagline of Toastmaster International? And if one want to try, please type in the chat box. Are we a place to learn public speaking? Yes, but what is the tagline and what is the mission of the Toastmaster International? Where leaders are made. Yes, leaders basically has to be able to speak, which is why we are here. Then by speaking, do we become leaders? No, the answer is no, which is why participate in taking up roles, as whether it's meeting role or in the officer role, even going up to district officer, region officer, international officer, etc. This is where we learn about leadership and hone our skill in leadership, which is why Toastmaster is such an excellent place for us to learn not only public speaking, but hone our leadership skill as well. So how we go about honing our leadership skill of public speaking? On the leadership, we have to do it offline because it involves participating. And our club officer will share with you what are the potential, what are the opportunity that is available to you. In here today, we are going to enhance your public speaking skill. How do we enhance public speaking skill in Toastmaster International or even in our Toastmaster Club? Well, we are split into three, which is we normally call as PIE, P-I-E. Interesting. What appears in your mind when you think of pie? Chicken mushroom pie, shepherd pie, etc. No, we are talking about P for prepared speech, I for impromptu speech, E for evaluation. This is where we learn how to improve our communication skill, our speaking skill. All right, without going further, I would like today in here, we are having all three. And afterward, you get to experience delivery of speeches, prepared speech, impromptu speech, and evaluation from our members who are ready to serve you. Now, we have 11 pathways education for you to practice your communication or public speaking skill. And for more details on that, you can actually ask the person who invited you over here and we'll share with you further offline. Now, I would like to invite our GE, General Evaluator, all the way from District 102 Division E, Director, Kajian, to distinguish Toastmaster Kajian, to share with us the role players that we have in a meeting, the very basic starting point for leadership. honing your leadership skill. General evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Kajian. Kajian?
Then you are muted.
Can you hear me? All good?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, hold on, yeah. Let me get the agenda. As I said, I am agenda. Okay. Hi everyone. Okay, so I'd like to invite the timer, Toastmaster Fanny, who's the first timer, to explain your role, please, as a timer.
Hi, greetings, Mr. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As the timer, I will time the timetable. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech times. Prepared speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. Tonight, we have a special speech would be 15 to 20 minutes. At 15 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 18 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 20 minutes, I will raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you, Mr. Madam Toastmasters.
Thank you very much. Now we shall move on to the R counter with another first timer, which is Toastmaster Kaylin. So Toastmaster Kaylin, please explain your role.
Mute the mic, Kelly.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, thank you, Tajan. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pulse filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when three speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And finally, we'd like to invite the grammarian, which is Toastmaster Guatsi Jet, to explain his role as well as introduce the word.
Well, thank you, Audrey Kajian. And as a grammarian, I will listen to your grammatical error and highlight to you what is the good phrases that you use. And for the word of day is unequivocal, which means a total or expressed in a clear way and certain way, because when we are setting goals, we need to set an exact goal, an unequivocal goal. For example, the Prime Minister said had the party's unequivocal support, and that's another example, an unequivocal answer. And back to you, Aoji.
Okay, thank you very much. So now I'll explain my role as the general evaluator. Ladies and gentlemen, as the name depicts, my role as the general evaluator is to generally evaluate the meeting. I have two sets of teams or sets of evaluators to help me. I have the tag team who explained their roles earlier. The tag team consists of the timer, R counter, and grammarian. That's the name tag, as well as speech evaluators as well as the table topic evaluator to assist me in evaluating the meeting. And finally, I'll give my own general evaluation or feedback on how I feel the meeting can improve in the future. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Kajian. Now, unequal worker objective has been set by the following speakers. And as I shared with you earlier on, PIE. Now is the first P, the word first alphabet P in the word pie, and it is prepared speech session. During the prepared speech session, you are all encouraged to use the word of the day, unequal worker, wherever possible. Now, to invite the first speaker who is doing her pathway level 2 project 1, understanding your communication style, Go Peiling, innovative planning 2. Before I invite our speaker for the day to deliver her speech, may I invite her evaluator to share with us the objective of her speech? Rita?
Yes, thank you so much, TOE. The purpose statement is, the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify her own primary style. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of her style on others. And the time allocated is 5 to 7 minutes.
All right, thank you, evaluator Rita Go. Now, may I invite Go Peiling Innovative Planning 2 to deliver the speech, Colors Personality Analysis. 4 colors personality analysis. Go Peiling.
Sorry, I forgot to switch on my mic. Good evening, everyone. I'm Go Peiling. My topic of the day is 4 colors personality analysis. FPA 4 colors personality analysis, which was researched and promoted by Mr. Le Jia. There are 2 identical people in the world, but many people have similar characteristics. The color classification of people through observation and accurately predict other people's different attitude towards life. The FPA system divided people's personality into 4 colors, which are red, blue, yellow, and green. Human characters can never be dominated by only one color. Everyone is a combination of 4, but 1 or 2 of them are dominant. Red, blue, yellow, and green. Let us take a look at which one you are and guess which one am I and how am I communicate with you and how you going to communicate with me. First, let us look at red. People with red personality, clearly optimistic, playful, free, and happy, always show sweet smiles. The motivation for doing things is largely to be happy. They are positive, optimistic, and easygoing, and sociable. People with blue personality follow the rules all the time, have delicate feelings, pursue perfection in everything, have a depressive personality, and are the best executors. They were introverted thinker. Whereas people with yellow personality is decisive, firm, strong, commanding. They are leaders who take the initiative to lead others. The deep drive of this type of people come from the achievement and completion of goals. Like you set a goals today and then you must achieve it. They are generally forward-looking and leadership, often with a strong sense of responsibility, decision-making, and self-confidence. They were extroverted leaders. Well, lastly, green personality. They were approachable, easily led by others. People with green personalities, they were harmonious, tolerant, peace promoters. Their core essence is to pursue harmony and stability, lacking sharpness and edges. They are tolerant and transparent, usually very friendly, adaptable, and they were good listeners too. So, which color do you think you are? Please type in the chat box and let me see. Well, and guess which colors am I? Is it red, blue, yellow, or green? Now, why we want to learn character colors? First, it lets you understand who you are, understand yourself. Then you know who you are, you know where your photo spot is, you know how you communicate with others and how others communicate with you. Then you can find ways to correct your shortcomings and achieve a balanced life. Second, you know how the other person is. You can read minds, you know what other people are thinking and understand why some people are always difficult to understand. And you know how and why people are so difficult to communicate. Like sometimes you will have problem communicate with leaders, colleagues, clients, subordinates with different personality. Now, if you understand yourself well and you understand others well, then it is easier for us to communicate with each other. So, how do you communicate with people after knowing which color or which character are they? Now, for me, I'm actually a combination of red and green. So how you communicate with someone, a combination of red and green like me, and how do I communicate with others? First, red value personal praise. So I like people support my ideas, goals, opinions, and dreams. I don't like people always give me objections and ban all my ideas and complaining me. So I like people who can have a good jokes and liveliness dialogue with me. And because I'm also a very people-oriented person and socialized, so I like to mix around with others. And also I'm happy to talk to other people. And compared to other personalities, people like me can always forget about things. So sometimes I need people to remind me, and also I think it's better for me to write down all the details so that I can remember. And how do you communicate with someone who have a green personality like me? I'm warm and can tolerate people. I'm a good listener too. But the thing is, sometimes I don't know how to take I don't know how to make decision on. I always seek for advice, and I always want people to advise me. And sometimes I tend to feel very hard to reject people. So for not getting trouble for other people, I will make other people happy, and sometimes it make me unhappy. So that's it. And to mix around with me, or for me to mix around with people, I always be sincere. But sometimes I feel like I need to make decision, because people like me is sometimes will have a problem making decision and always seek for advice. It's not a good sign, and I have to make decision as well. And the other thing is I'm actually very slow, because people with a green personality is actually quite slow and steady in everything. And sometimes we need to be rushing for things as well. So that's the thing. And to understand, not only to understand me, I also want to talk about how you communicate with people in a blue personality. They were very strict in time and being very systematic, logical, and prepared and precise, and very detail oriented. So people like me in red personality is always happy-go-lucky and forget about the details. That's why I always will have problem with those people with blue that is very detail-oriented. They won't understand why I'm so, hey, how come you're so careless like that? And to talk, how you communicate with people in yellow, they were straight to the point, and they were very goal oriented, and they were the leaders, and sometimes they don't understand how come I don't know how to make decisions. So I have to show my efficiency and competency, and I also have to improve on my decision making as well. So my speech ends here, and I hope you know yourself better, and when you know yourself better and you know your enemy and your friends as well, and we'll live in a world without danger and harmony, and let us be happy. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Penny, for sharing with us the color personality analysis. So ladies and gentlemen, what's your color? Is there a purple? I think Amran and myself are both purple. We are not from Venus, I guess. We are from another planet, maybe even from another universe. All right, now let's go to the next speaker who has spoken recently at the District 51 conference. And she is none other than Michelle Lam. Michelle Lam, let me see the details first. Michelle Lam, Innovative Planning 5, and she will be doing Pathway Level 3 project, Connect with Storytelling, under the Path Effective Coaching. Before that, I would like to invite her evaluator, who is none other than June Bear, Presentation Mastery 4. June Bear.
Thank you, TOE Daphne. So today, Michelle is going to present her level 3 project. The purpose of this project is for her to practice using a story within a speech, or giving a speech that is a story. Title of her speech is Acing Assignments but Getting a B grade. Michelle Lam. Michelle Lam, Acing Assignments but Getting a B grade.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster June and TOE Daphne. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Today, it's my privilege to be able to share with you a story that is still very vivid in my mind decades later. And I'll tell you why. But before I get into that story, I did want to get a show of hands, perhaps for those of you who have your videos on. You know, do you recall experiences in your life where you learn lessons that are for life? Oh, I see. Yep, a few hands. Yeah, I personally think that we, and perhaps for myself, I definitely learn huge lessons when I experience something in my life, experiences or events that take place that just wakes me up. And from then on, I always remember it. And so this is a story from 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was still studying at James Madison University in Virginia, the United States of America. At that time, I was pursuing a double major in mass communication and dance. I still remember having to go for my weekly dance classes at 8:30 in the morning. Can you imagine? 8:30 in the morning, not summer, not spring, not autumn, in the chilly winters. And in order for me to get to the dance studio, I would have to walk across the campus for about 20 minutes. I'm not an early riser, so I would literally roll out of bed around 8 in the morning, quickly get into my dance attire, put on my winter coat, put on my boots, and I will rush out the door. I would brisk walk right across campus. And in that, it was cold, it was miserable. I brisk walk, and I sometimes even feel like I have to run across campus just to make it to class on time. I do recall on occasion I slipped on ice patches, and that would delay my journey to class. And those were very painful moments, if not stunning of the worst kind. I would fall and I would be stunned for a bit, before I regained my composure, got up and started walking towards class. More often than not, I showed up 15 to 20 minutes late for the class. And mostly I would miss the warm-up routine. It is a dance class, and all dancers need to warm up at least 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes before they go into the movements. And I would always miss the warm-up. I remember that, I don't remember much of the warm-up, in all honesty. So this habit of turning up late did not bother me much because I was confident that my dance ability would often give me top marks for all the graded assignments. And sure enough, for most of the time, I always aced my dance classes. I mean, of course, that's the natural thing to expect. I grew up in my mom's ballet studio. So, dance was, acing dance or getting the technique right was just at the palm of my hands. Easy peasy, However, when the semester ended, I was shocked to receive a grade B for this particular dance class. So I asked my teacher, Kate Trammell, as to why I received this lower grade, even though I had aced my assignments. And she told me something that I would never forget. She said, Michelle, whenever you show up late to class, you disrupt the concentration of your classmates. You deprive another classmate of having a dance partner. And whenever you show up late, you disrespect me as your dance teacher. Wow. Those words sank in. As the guilty party, there was nothing more I could say. I was speechless, and I knew I deserved a lower grade. I later graduated from James Madison University with a cumulative grade point average of 3.475, which is a very high score, having just missed an even higher distinction of magna cum laude by 0.025 points because of the B grade that I got. Well, that's not where it ends. A year later, I applied to a Christian graduate school, and the school offered financial aid of 25% to students who met certain requirements. And guess what? I missed the requirement by 0.025 points. The B grade played a role again. Although I eventually received the financial aid after much appeal, I learned a valuable lesson. Show up on time and be present for what I have committed myself to, because I will never know when not showing up on time and being present might cost me my future. Now that was a life lesson that I learned, and ever since that, I've always done my best to show up on time, if not slightly a few minutes before it's time for the meeting. It's not easy. It's actually a very tall order for me because I'm the type of person who likes to do many things and often find my time stretched, and I will show up just in time. So I do have to make extra effort to be just in time for all of you. That's all I have this evening. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
All right, thank you, Michelle, for sharing with us the importance of honoring our commitment. If we do not honor our commitment, who will honor it for us? Now, let's continue with the third speaker, who is Jane Lee, Persuasive Inference 4, and she'll be doing her level 4 pathway, Persuasive Inference level 4, and the project is question and answers session. Before that, I would like to invite Lim Jin Pei, Motivation Strategy 3 from TC Segambu Toastmaster Club. Jin Pei to read out the objective of Jane's speech. Jin Pei? Is Jin Pei here? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I think Chinpei is not around. I can't find.
So who will be replacing? Who will be replacing Chinpei?
Hello, yeah, good evening. I so sorry for that. I did not know that she's not here tonight. Or maybe I will take over the role since I'm here.
All right. And Sabine, please, the
right.
project objective.
I'm so sorry, I do not have it. Can SA, do you have the agenda? Can you just show?
Yes.
Because I'm halfway eating. I'm so sorry. My hand is
okay. Just send me a while.
Save time, I'll read the purpose statement for the level 4 project question and answer. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session. The purpose of this speech is for the member to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized Q&A session. The member is responsible for managing the time, so there are ample opportunity for both. All right, now speaker, I think the time, what's the time? Is it 15 minutes? This time I heard 20 minutes, right?
Yes, 15 to 20. 15 minutes will be green light, 18 minutes will be yellow light, and then red light will be at 20 minutes.
Yeah, before we invite the speaker, Jane, to deliver her speech, fellow members and friends, do remember, this session is a Q&A. So please listen carefully to the speech by Jane. Later, there will be a Q&A where you get to ask questions and she'll answer you. Now, Jane? Let me see what's the... How to perform during an interview. How to perform during an interview, Jane.
Yeah, thank you, TOE. So I just want to understand how can I pin the timer, because I didn't see the pin button in the option.
Actually, timer, can you raise your hand? Just use the raise hand, then you'll be at the top right corner. Use the raise hand reaction.
Oh, okay, all right.
SA don't time the timer yet because unless when it comes to 15 minutes, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Timer, can you raise your hand so that Jane can see you?
And do not put it down. Raise it throughout the session. and you may need the host may need to make her co-host, because at normal the hand will be lowered if not co-host. All right, Jane, you may start.
Okay, thank you, Daphne. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jane. So as the Venice Toastmaster know, I am a TA partner or talent acquisition partner in my current role. So today I would like to share about how to perform during an interview session. However, this tips or this session is more to a fresh graduate or a junior level people on how they handling interview sessions, especially for those that just have a few experience. So for those higher level, there will be other tips or other sessions that I can share with, right? So first of all, before you get to go for the interview, you should have build up your own platform or your connection before you secure an interview or to let the recruiter amaze of your profile. First of all, there will be a LinkedIn platform, so you can refer a lot of country leaders or industry leaders on how they write their profiles, how they build their profile, how they build their connection. Right. Yeah, this is an example of mine. What I'm doing, and I'm trying to learn as a millennial as well to build up the linking connections with the industry leaders as well. So before I move further on tips, right? So we have to understand what is the interview session made for? Why do we need an interview session, right? So an interview session, right, is mainly on the purpose of knowing whether the job seeker, which is we call it candidates, can be hired for their organization. But this is a generic one, but at the same time, is also for the job seekers to evaluate or to understand whether this organization is suitable for them to work with. For example, if you feel that this organization's goal, objective, or their aim is not really aligned with what you are looking for, then you have to reconsider back. Would you be happy, or is it the right company that you are looking for? For example, if you are going to a startup company, yeah, for sure you have a lot of opportunity to learn, but the right directions that they are going is direction A, and you are looking for a direction 1. So that is not an eye-to-eye agreement, right? So you have to think, so what is your priority on this? Is it the company organization direction is very important to you, or their culture? Maybe you found that the culture, how the working environment is very nice, but it's just that the direction might be not really fit what you are looking for. So you have to, is a time when you are doing in an interview session, is a time that you to evaluate them as well. So this is to let the fresh graduate know, right, you are actually in fair situations that you are not begging a job. You are also have your own capability to secure a job. It's just that it's the right job for you, right? So you don't have to be lower confident or not confident on yourself, and you have your own pace to understand further on the company. And especially if you have any question, just feel free to ask the interviewer at that point of time, and that is the time that you will understand more on their organization instead of just looking on their company profile that you are able to search in Google. So for hiring process, right, it's like you have to know the hiring structure. For sure, you can understand from the HR that contact you, but this is the generic one that how you prepare or how you follow up with the interviewers or the HR on the following step. So for the first one is we will scout for potential talents is my role, and then I will call for phone screening. Then after that, I feel that that will be a suitable one, I will send to my hiring manager, and then if they are interested, then they will shortlist for interview session, and there will be second interview if they need for top management, right? Then there will be a salary proposal that after, if you are shortlisted to be hired, then I will do the salary proposal. Then it will comes to offer, and then last one is will be welcome you on board, right? So this, the reason why you have to understand the hiring process is you have to understand how long you should wait for the HR to contact you, and when you are okay to follow up with the recruiters when you feel there is no news after the interview session. So there will be a lot of silly questions that you feel is I don't even know how to answer during the interview session, right? For example, tell me about yourself, and what is your strength and weaknesses. So what your strength and weaknesses, right, is to let you to share out, especially strength is to let you to highlight what is your strength that you outshine other people. And for weaknesses, usually the follow-up questions will be how you manage and handle the weaknesses. Is indirectly they would like to understand how you solve your problem and how you see your weaknesses. Would it be an obstacle for you to improve, or other factors, right? And actually, what do you see yourself in next 3 years? Usually I ask my candidate or even my friends, right, when the questions to be throw out to you about what do you see yourself in next 3 years, 5 years, or even 10 years, they will say, actually they will say to me that I don't even know what will happen next after 3 years. But the thing that the reason why the interviewer asks these questions, right, is because they want to know how they will be able to develop you, or how they will combine your value to the company value in near future, right, if you join the company. So it's quite kind of important for you to think about what do you see yourself in next 3 years during an interview session. And then what motivates you to go to work is also indirectly to understand your communication skills and what's really motivate you. So in order for us to understand a retention program, especially now there will be Gen Z coming out. So in order to connect Gen Z to the market, we identify the motivation of those generations that motivate them to go to work is also very important. So you have to think this is the preparation you have to prepare before you go for an interview. And then what is the leaderships that you are looking to work with? So this is the company, when the company or the interviewers try to align the leaders and their employees to make sure they can work as a team. For example, just now, like speaker one, Pei did share about few personalities, right? So personalities also means a lot. So how in a group for a team, right? So different personality can build a group, but certain personality might not be really suitable to work into a same group. So when the leaders ask you what kind of leadership they're trying to have you to grow in a team that's suitable to you, and also to let a leader to have their members that able to grow together. So this is also very important that you have to prepare, think before you went for interview. But for sure, not every question will be asked during the interview. It's just that this is the common interview questions that usually the leaders or the interviewers will ask. And yeah, greatest challenge and achievement, or for example, challenge and achievement is same about weaknesses, right? Challenge is like how you face this challenge, and you can share your own story and how you solve this problem as well. And then how about achievement is that this is the time that you showcase yourself to the hiring manager on what you achieved during your past career or your past projects that you involved with. And how do you handle stress? This is the common thing. And the last question, it will be why do you leave the current role? This is more for if you have 1 or 2 years experience, and this is very important where I don't encourage people to share talk back things about your previous employee, but you can share what is your obstacles or what you are trying to looking out. So for example, you are not seeing any development in your current role and you are looking out for a bigger role. For example, you plan to have more diversity, something like that. It's not that you just talk back things about your previous company or your current company. So this is the tips that I can found from Indeed. You can have a look, and this is what you have to prepare during an interview session. And research and then practice and then study the JD job descriptions and try to answer the questions in STAR method, like situation, task, actions, and result. And actually you can, if you have a HR friend, you can ask them to ask you questions or let you practice. So this is my friend usually approach me when they have the interview sessions lah. And then maybe you prepare for, especially if you are a designer, marketers, or engineers, we have your past experience, you can prepare your portfolio, right? And then plan your interview attire before the night and make sure you iron it and well prepared. Prepare your smart questions for the interviewers. And if you are going for on-site, then you have to bring your copy of your resumes, a book or a pen. And the last, and that is for me is very most important thing, is you have to tie back your answer back to your current skills or your accomplishments to let the interviewer understand about what is your achievement, like your supporting answers, supporting evidence to your answers. So mock interview is the one that I can share to you. Is you can find your friends or even your seniors to have a mock interview session. You no need to like go really face to face with them. You can just go virtually or even text message. This is what I'm doing currently with my friends. So yeah. So you have to participate in your own rescue, right? So in order to secure your own career or the career that you're interested, you have to retool yourself. And there's no skill set in the community college. They, for the most part, that you are going to prepare for the economy or the job there. So you have to get yourself ready to compete in a very competitive job market today. So before I move further, now I think I should end my sharing today. But before we end, I have open for question and answer. You can feel free to ask me any questions. I will try my best to answer if I can answer. Yeah.
Jane, prepare for the unexpected. What should we do?
Prepare for sorry, I just want to clarify. Prepare for unexpected means that you prepare for the unexpected questions. Yes. Or actually, I wouldn't say a lot of things. I mean, when you go for an interview, right, a lot of things you won't be expected. So to prevent this, right, you can ask the person that contact you, especially the HR, that what actually you have to prepare. Usually they were really kind to share to you lah. So like if they ask me, right, I would say you have to prepare a company background, especially you have to understand the business industry. So you have to know not what exactly for business student is kind of hard. If you are going for engineering or constructions industry, you're not sure what's going on, but you at least you have to know what is the product or industry they are currently in. Then you have to prepare yourself. You can ask the recruiters, and you can go Google. And usually when they send the interview invite, right, they have the hiring managers I would say details, right? Like the name, you can try to go to the LinkedIn to search to understand what is their background. So this is the thing that you can prepare in advance lah. So but unfortunately, if you are really happen during the interview is the unpredictable questions, for my advice, right, you can try to answer whatever you can, but if you don't know, you can say, for example, if they ask you about your past project, right? So if you really forget, maybe you just tell them, okay, today I didn't prepare this project, but I can get back to you once I have the access. I can review back. I can email you back my answer, or email you back my report or my project details, something like that, to show that you are really sincere to answer the questions. This is, I mean, this is the worst scenario, but try to prepare as much things as you can.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Daphne.
I have a question, Jane. With regards to preparing for interviews, I realize these days, many of us and perhaps many of the younger ones, and here is perhaps where I stereotype the Gen Z, they have all sorts of stuff on their social media, and it doesn't always present them in the most positive way, or it may be, or their actions and posts may be misconstrued in a negative way. So I'm just curious as to how you might prepare some of these Gen Z who are extremely active on social media and have their footprint all over the internet. It's so easy for any potential employer to just do a quick search and get a sense of what this person's like, and maybe even decide whether they will hire or not hire this person before the interview. So what are your thoughts, Jane?
Yeah, just to understand your questions means that how I prepare those Gen Z people that don't have I mean, they have their own footprint in the social media, right?
Yeah.
I would say this is the current trend. I mean, for sure, now if you want to stop, I mean, I will say stop a Gen Z, right? It's very easy. So I would say how I can prepare is I will, every time if I met them doing a career fair, right, or if I have chance to meet them, right, I will try to deliver this kind of message that everything that you share on social media is very important, and try to share among your friends or not sharing out. But the trend is like, even though if we try to talk to them, they won't listen at all, I think I would say. So this is the trend for an employer. We have to adapt, and then we have to still filter. But I don't think that there will be not all Gen Zs that have all footprints. They have come up with their own ideas, and which is we also really successful hire in their own matters. For example, in a Chinese red book, I mean, I call it 小红书, right? We do find those different people from there that they have the opportunity to lead to different ideas. So it's the matter on the personality itself to understand what is the message that you can deliver on public, or you have to keep it to yourself. I think this is my thought, but a lot of companies still in the midst of struggling with Gen Z as well. I believe so.
Thank you, Jane.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I think we have 2 minutes plus or 1 minute plus, right? So do you have any question? I can take one more questions.
I have questions. Yeah, when after the interview session, the last questions the interviewer asked, do you have any more questions? Actually, what do you want the interviewer to ask?
Actually,
what do you want
the interviewee ask
answer?
lah. You mean the candidate to ask, right? What is the question that you hope the candidate to ask, right? If I'm not wrong, Pei Ling.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
I would say you can ask certain things that you I mean as a candidate lah, you can ask the things that you would like to clarify. For example, if the interviewer share about the company products that you are not really aware of, you can just you can ask during the session, or you can just ask the follow-up next step. What is the, if I shortlisted, what is the next step that the company will arrange? Is it the second interview, or I just wait for a offer message after the interview session? This is the thing that you can answer. Or if you are not sure about the job scope that shared like in the advertisement, you can ask as well, like for example, this role should be a HR, or this role shouldn't be. So I hope this answer your questions, Pei Ling.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's all from now. So yeah, feel free to connect me in LinkedIn if you have any questions, so we can connect from there. And I hope you enjoy the session, and I hope this helped everyone, and we can share any insight to me that I can improve myself as well. So thank you and have a nice evening.
Alright.
And over back to you.
Thank you, Jane, for sharing with us how to perform during an interview. How I wish I go back in time and be a Gen G so that I can learn from Jane and prepare myself for interview. All right, this is what we learn in Toastmaster. Our speaker practice their speaking skills. As for us who are here as observer, we learn how they deliver their speeches. Not only that, other than the skill, we also get to learn and get more some information about like what our speaker was sharing. The first one was 4 colors personality analysis. The second was acing in assignment by getting a B grade. Some of us had that experience before, and we never understand why we had this acing here, yet getting the lesser grade in actual. Now we know why. And lastly, of course, how to perform during an interview. Isn't it informative? So come back to Toastmaster often and you'll learn more. Now we go for e-voting. Shall we have our Zoom master to launch the poll for the best? Timer report first. Maybe we invite our timer report for the 3 speakers. Timer, Fanny?
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
This is share screen, right?
No, you just mention any of the speaker exit the time allocated. Or everyone is.
Yeah, actually, Pei Ling is over by 1 minute 42 seconds. Michelle is within the time, 6 minutes 47 seconds.
Okay, and that leaves us with two speakers.
Jane is slightly about 20 minutes 48 seconds.
All right, thank you, Fanny. That leaves us with 2 speakers. Do we continue with the polling and vote?
No, if left only 2, then we won't vote.
We won't.
Okay, since we have left 2 only eligible for the this one qualified, then we know we won't be having voting. Now we move on to table topic session. May I invite our table topic master, who is?
Can somebody allow me to be the co-host? Thank you.
Yeah, who is Andrew Tan, effective coaching 5, and he is from, where is he from? B Brown Medical Toastmaster Club. Andrew, the virtual stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening, Daphne. Let me know once you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
Thank you. Just hold on. So before we begin, I would like to introduce you to the table topic session. So the table topic session for me tonight as a table our topics master will be sharing you the rules of the table topic session. So the table topic session is an impromptu communication skills whereby everyone is given the opportunity to participate up to 2 minutes. Think on your feet with unrehearsed questions. So it's about listening, thinking, organizing, as well as presenting your speech. There is no right or wrong answer. You can actually, the table topics could also be according to the theme, and please remember to use word of the day. Members or guests are allowed to take up this challenge. For the timing, we have 1 to 2 minutes with a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds. At 1 minute, the timer will show green and yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red 2 minutes to 2 minutes 30 seconds. Without further ado, the topic for today is related to goal setting. So may we have the first volunteer to pick up the first table topics. Do we have any volunteers? Kindly assist me because I cannot see anyone taking up the hands, putting up the hands or whatever.
I'll go.
Is that Michelle?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Michelle. So
Hi.
which will be your selection?
I'll do the smiley face.
Okay.
Is that a topic?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, something went wrong.
Oh, wow. Do I do that?
Okay, what are the three major goals that you would like to achieve in 2020? Michelle, what are the 3 major goals that you would like to achieve in the year 2022?
Wow, that's a big question. Thank you, Andrew. What are the 3 goals I'd like to achieve this year? Definitely, since I'm on my learning and growth journey, I would like to finish my team coaching course that I've already started, and I should deliver the final paper by the end of July and get some experience in. Yeah, so yes, I hope to complete that one. The second one that I would like to do is to ramp up my business. So last year was a really slow year. So this year I hope to make more than last year. And so that's my second goal. And the third goal would be, if a miracle happens, I would like to go to Israel at the end of this year. So those are my 3 goals. The first one is to complete the team coaching certification program. Second one is to earn more than what I did last year in my coaching business. And the third one is for the miracle to happen so that I could go visit Israel at the end of this year. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michelle, for sharing the 3 goals that you intend to achieve in 2020. All our goals will be able to materialize if you take action now. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
So I will reshare my screen again. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. So the smiley face has been taken. So do we have the second volunteer?
Andrew, let me try it. Shavin here.
Shavin, okay.
Okay, I will choose make plan.
Make plans, okay. Well, a bit slow. Okay. Am I out of my comfort zone? Shavin, am I out of my comfort zone?
I out of my comfort zone. What mean of comfort zone, my dear friends? Comfort zone is mean that you are doing things that you are feel comfortable to yourself every day, every moment, every time, which is you repeatedly do it until you feel very comfort. However, we have so many masters telling us, if you want to have a breakthrough life, you must live out from your comfort zone. So yes, Andrew, for me, I choose out from my comfort zone. And I every day challenge myself. It is not easy, certainly. However, I always aim for the breakthrough and I make myself no excuses. Sometimes I feel very down because of I'm living out from my comfort zone. I used to do something as usual and easily for me to get the result. However, when I want to have the breakthrough result, which is I want to aim for better result, then I must do something differently. When I aim to do something differently, certainly I have to out from my comfort zone. And this is seriously not easy at all. Example like tonight, I just here because of all of you, the role players from others club, just here to support Venus. I'm so thankful to all of you. And because of all of you here, I choose to live out from my comfort zone. By right, I will not join tonight meeting because of I'm traveling. So easier for me is just off the line and then just go off. But luckily I joined because of Kim Pei last minute. All right, so my dear friends, life is very easy if you always live in your comfort zone. But bear in mind, you will get to nowhere. But if you want to have different results and a good achievement, you have to choose to live up from your comfort zone. Thank you. Back to you, TOE.
Thank you, Shavane. Yeah, I truly agree with you. By living out of your comfort zone, you will definitely achieve more or achieve a different result. That's what we wanted. Because we will never expect to get a different result if you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I also learned that sometimes being out of the comfort zone is not easy. And if it's not easy, it's okay. You just go out of the comfort perimeter at least, but not all the way outwards. Thank you, Shavane. So I'll be sharing my screen again. So may we have the next volunteer?
I would like to try out the session.
Hi, is that Ristan?
Yes, Lisan here.
Hi. Yeah.
Can,
Which will be your pick?
get to work.
Get to work. Okay. How many goals should a person have? How many goals should a person have, Ristan?
How many goals should a person have? For me, in my opinion, a person shouldn't limit themselves to have certain numbers of goals. As long as you have the desire to achieving something, you want things like improving yourself, in all the way that you're going to the goal setting, is you shouldn't limit yourself. Like me myself, I have the goal on I want to achieve within 5 years and within 10 years. So during the duration of going to achieving the target I set, actually, sometimes the situation will be changing, the environment will be changing. So I persuade myself that it's okay to add in another goals, the small tiny goals, to help you to achieving your bigger goals. So in my opinion, you shouldn't limit yourself in achieving only 1 or 2 goals, but just go ahead with what you want. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Ristan. I truly agree with you when you say that, in terms of achieving long-term goals, you can actually set in or take baby steps, which is your short-term goals, definitely. And we are not talking about the destination itself. We must take time to cherish and enjoy the journey. Thank you. Oops, I forgot to share the screen again. Let me know if you can see my screen. Yes, may we have the fourth volunteer?
May I have a try, topic master?
Yes, is that Karen?
Yes.
Yes, Karen. Which picture would you like to select?
I would like to select stick to it.
Okay. Oops. Karen, what should someone do if others around them aren't supportive of their goals? What should someone do if others around them aren't supportive of their goals? Karen.
What should someone do if others aren't supportive? I would say if someone unsupportive, you have to stick to your goal and stick to your goal and don't stick to your goal whether you have somebody support you or not. And it's okay to be alone to achieve your goal, because I believe that every one of us has the potential to achieve our goal by ourselves, because our potential is unstoppable, and we sometimes said that we just show up 10% of our talent, so 90% of our talent we didn't really show up. So just stick to your goal and achieve your goal. Back to you.
Thank you, Taryn, for attempting the question itself. Yeah, it could be a challenging question, but to me, what I like about what you have shared is it's okay to be alone because we are determined to achieve our goals. And definitely, if we have or be reminded that if we have positive affirmation every morning, you'll be constantly reminded that we are able, we are capable, and we make a difference. We are the better version of our life, of ourselves, as compared to yesterday. Thank you, Taryn. Do we still have time, TOE or TOD?
I think we are 20 minutes. We are 20 minutes behind time. Yeah.
Oh, 20 minutes. So I think I will stop the session. So I will pass it back to the table. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew, for leading as a topic master and leading the table topic session. And congratulations to all the table topic speakers. Now, it is time to take a break. And before that, shall I invite the timer to give a general report whether anyone exceed the time for the table topics?
No.
No. So all qualify. Yes. In that case, shall we launch the poll? E-voting? Joe Master?
Yes, the voting start. We vote now.
All right, we shall do a countdown. Have you done your voting? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the polling session shall end. Now it is time to take a break, but because we are way behind time, there is no break. If you need a break after the photo session, then you take the break at your own time. Shall I invite everyone to turn on your pinhole camera or whatever camera that you have with you, And it is time for photo session.
Pei Ling, can you put on your
Jane,
video?
Pei Ling, and our grammar Sijie.
Jane.
Yeah, Pei Ling, Jane, Sijie. Okay, Jane, Sijie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In that case, shall we proceed on with the photo session?
Yes.
Who is in charge?
Rita is in charge.
Yes, it's
Okay,
done.
June Master done.
It's done.
All right,
can
maybe
we
a
have-
free
can
one
we have-
free star.
Yeah.
Free star.
Rita.
Free star.
Come on. 3,
Okay.
2,
Again,
1.
again, 1,
Who's taking the
2,
photo?
3.
Lisa.
Okay.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now it is time for me to retire, and before that, I want to invite our general evaluator all the way from District 102, Division E, and he's the Division E Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Kajian, to take over the session from now on. Distinguished
Thank you
Toastmaster
very
Kajian.
much to our Toastmaster of the evening. Is the first speech evaluator ready?
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm
now
ready.
I would like to invite Toastmaster Rita to give her evaluation. You may start when you're ready.
May I also have Pei Ling together? Pei Ling, are you?
You're on your video. Okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Pei Ling, I was very, very happy to see your progress since I also had the pleasure to do your icebreaker speech. And you have demonstrated an increased level of confidence. I am also very happy to comment that you have indeed achieved the objectives of your speech. First, you identified your own style, which was red and green. And then you also elaborated on how that style impacted yourself as well as others. So congratulations. I would like to highlight the things that you did well. And true to your red style, you were friendly and had a lot of smiles. That was good. And as for your pacing, it was also fun. Not too slow, not too fast. I could follow it very well. And I like that you wanted to engage us by interaction and you asked us to guess what color you were. And you also asked us to type what we were. So those were ways that you captured and interacted with us. And of course, as mentioned, your level of confidence was very obvious to me. I would like to now to highlight a few areas for your improvement. What do you think if you could use some slides to show the 4 colors? Then it will be very clear to us and it would, in a way, save time because you put in quite a lot of time to explain the different styles. Maybe a visual can save a little bit of time and help in your time management. And your opening, it was a normal opening. I suggest that you could have, how many of you have ever had conflicts due to your communication style or something engaging to pull us in? Finally, to challenge you for your next speech, may I suggest that you time yourself, right? Because you're only allocated 5 to 7 minutes. So with a little bit more practice, you can then keep to time. Overall, I'm very, very happy with your achievement and I encourage you to carry on what you're doing. Thank you, Pei Ling.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we move on to the second speech evaluator. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so now I'd like to invite the second speech evaluator, Toastmaster June, to give her evaluation. You may start when you're ready.
Hi, Michelle. Congratulations for achieving another goal. I'm very impressed of your so far your progress, and you are currently up to the level 3 already on your new path. Well, to begin with, I'm actually attracted by your title, Acing the Assignment, but in contrast, you were saying you got a B, right, on your assignment. That really hooked the audience attention. Well done on designing and giving our thoughts about the title itself. And to be on your content, it is very clear, and your narrative of your story, it is very easy for me to follow through. And you actually have the strength of using your vocal variety, using your tone, your speed, and the volume to actually bring us through, give us the flavor of your story. For example, you use your body gesture to say that you actually put on your winter coat and with your boot, and then you brisk walk, this kind of body language that actually give a lot of, I would say, imagination. And as though that we actually in the winter, going through, wake up in the morning and you have to rush to your dance class. I think that is your strength on using your vocal variety. And the last one is the messaging of your story. Because of this title, Connect Your Story. So I will be able to also easily follow and catch your message in your speech, which is show up on time and be present. Because of your experience in your schooling days, that life, I would say, lesson has actually built yourself as the person that you will put every single I would say, things in your life important, being present in every moment. So to challenge you, I would have some suggestion, which is the connection with the audience. I think this can be a little bit improved, because what I noticed is at the beginning, you actually throw us the questions as to, do you ever have any life lessons that, and then I see you just very abruptly just mention that, oh yeah, I saw some of the that people responded. But I think if you could put a little bit of attention as to perhaps call out and perhaps ask questions to the audience so that you can build the connectivity. And after all, I would like to wrap up the clarity of your story so that everyone is easily following your vocal variety. And of course, I still get the message, which is that you like to bring it to us. And just a little bit of suggestion is pay some attention on your engagement with your audience. That's it. And congratulations again, and hope to see you in the next speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster June.
Thank you very much. Hold on, let me get the agenda. Accidentally closed it. Okay. Okay, so now like the third speech evaluator, okay, is Lim Chin Pei. Toastmaster Lim Chin Pei, are you there?
Survey.
Yeah, replaced by survey.
Okay, so sorry, no one told me this. Okay, so Survey, are you ready?
Yes, Kajun.
Okay, so now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Subin to give her evaluation on Toastmaster Jane Lee. You may start when you're ready.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kajun. It's DTM Kajun, all right. Okay, Jane, where are you? Let me see you, Jane. Oh, yes. Okay, Jane. Here are the 5 words for you. I will apply Venus, V-E-N-U-S, all right? So the V stands for what? V stands for you are having a very well speech, Jane. Okay, for a good speech, must be a good beginning, content, and the ending, which I see you doing well, including you are preparing a good slide to support in your today's speech. Well done on this, Jane. Okay, so the other one, E. E stands for evolve. Jane, from the day one I see you in Venus until today, at your level 4 speech, I could see you are growing so much. First is your confidence level. When the time I see you handling the Q&A, you are really handling like a pro. This is very challenging speech for Q&A. especially when you do not know what the questions that your audience will be going to ask you. And you act very confident into this area. Well done on this also. The other one is N. N is for next. In a good speech, the transaction is very important, which means you will be able to make your audience to continue to listen you or not. Your transaction is play important role. And you make me feel like I always hunger to look for the next. What are you going to share with us? Especially if I'm the Gen Z or the someone to learn how to, what's the questions to ask during the interview. You are making me feel want to follow you. Very good on this. And then the U is stand for tonight, the word of the day, which is you have an unequal vocal answer. When your audience asking you all these questions, you answer completely well. And the last one is called S. S is mean you not only answer the questions, you also giving the suggestions to them. Especially like you ask them to do the Google search before you get into the interview, to know the company first before you go into your interview to make yourself success. So well done. And for the room of improvement, Jane, here are two areas for you. One is called E, is your eye contact. You are perfectly well. Just accept your eye contact. Just look at the screen hole there. All right. This will make you look slightly different. If let's say you look at us here, we do not know that you are talking to us unless your eye is look at the camera pinhole. The next one, S. S is stand for your slide. Overall, you're doing very well, but here just only one add up for you. There's a slide you put hiring process. I would suggest you would just add up it with the 7-step, the word 7-step hiring process. That will be making your audience feel much easier to follow you on that. So overall, Jane, tonight's speech is really very fantastic done. 20 minutes is a long speech, and this is level 4. Congratulations. Winners have another triple crown because of you tonight. Okay, Jane, give yourself a proud of hands. All right. So, Jane, remember the Q&A session is not only for tonight's speech, also apply this into your work life. Okay. So overall, well done again, Jane. Looking forward to your next speech in the level 5. And back to you, Mr. DPM Kajan.
Okay, thank you very much. Now move on to table topic evaluation. My brother, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, sir.
Okay, so now I'd like to invite my brother from another mother, Toastmaster Amran, to give his table topic evaluation. You may start.
Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Andrew did a fantastic job. He was cool as a cucumber. The question that he threw to the members were relevant, which is our everyday life. So everybody was able to answer it. Was able to answer it with an unequivocal answer and very clear and straight to the point. And one thing I like about Toastmaster and Andrew is that every time the respondent answered to the question, he make his own comment, his personal comment to reinforce the answer. That is very good. And to all the respondents, I love the way they answer the question. Most of them use their own experience, like Michelle. Michelle said the 3 major goals of hers in 2002 was very clear. Number 1, team coaching course. She wanted to complete that course. And number 2, to improve the coaching business compared to the previous year because of the COVID-19. And thirdly, she wanted to go to Israel. And I understand that she's going there for religious purposes. Now, so then she too, am I out of the comfort zone? And she gave us few clues. Number 1, no excuses. And break through your result by doing things differently, which is very clear. And then number 3, how many goals should a person have? And she said this, and the respondent said there shouldn't be any restriction. One should not limit oneself. one should have short goals or long-term goals. And number 4, why should a person do what should a person do when others are not supportive? I'm very proud to Karen. Karen is a member from my club. You did well, Karen. Yes, why should you care to others' opinion about you? If you want to have something done, do it earnestly. Do it, achieve the goal. Forget about them. But if you're successful, it'll be nice to you. Overall, the session was very lively. I love it. Thank you to the table topic master who chose the interesting topics and who has been very supportive, and he commented to every response by the respondent. Thank you to the table topic master and also to the respondent. Congratulations. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Amran. You got quite a good fan base there. Definitely later I'll pass you this number, don't worry. Okay, so now can we have the voting session for the best evaluator, please? Okay, thank you very much. Now we shall move on to the tech team report. So first off, I would like to invite the grammarian. Bro, are you ready?
The poll haven't finished yet.
No, it's okay. While the poll is moving, we can still move on. We can save time. Okay, so the grammarian, are you ready? Grammarian? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay, we shall skip the grammarian report for today. Okay, so now we shall move on to the R counter report. Is the R counter ready?
Yes.
Okay, so now I would like to invite the R counter Toastmaster Kaylin to give her her R counter report. You may start when you're ready.
Should I share my?
It's up to you.
Should I share my screen?
Up to you how you want to give your report. You may share your screen if you want to.
Yeah. I think, can I do it actually?
Yes.
Very, very strange. Doesn't allow me to share.
Yes, we open the assessment to everyone can share.
Okay, let me try again. Sorry. I can't share. Okay, so I will do without sharing. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. So Pei-Ling. Okay. So Pei-Ling, the total the total counting is around 63. So Pei-Ling, actually your the first half of your speech was very clean. There were zero or anything. So all the and happened actually during the second half when you started to describe about your own style and example. So I was just wondering what happened in the second half. Were you not prepared? I mean, were you not preparing that, or were there any distractions? So it's like a big contrast between the first half and the second half in the pose word and repeatings. So Michelle was doing a very good job. There was only 21 in total. There were just a little bit, and that's it. And Jane was doing quite a good job as well, given that it's a really long presentation. So in total, she has around 113 counters. Mainly, there were a lot of right, so there were some pauses as well. So right, so are some typical hours there in Jane's presentation. So for many sentences, it was starting with a right and then followed with a so. So the 4 table topic speakers were all doing fantastic jobs. There were very few hours there, less than 10. So yeah, that's a summary of the R counter report. Thank you.
Okay, hold on, I need some time to digest the R counter report. Oh, wow, that's okay. So next, Grammarian, are you back?
Yes, all right. Okay, for the grammar report for our first speaker, Go Pei Lin. Okay, when you mention the FD personality divide, you forget to include the S divides. Dominant, you mentioned dominant something, then you can add in the which is. You mentioned they were, instead they should, they are. At some point you mentioned that you love to talk. Instead you can say that you love to connect. How come? Yeah, this is how come. You can say this why I did. Yeah, you can use the word why. Michelle Lam, I really love how you say that. Have you learned the lesson for life? This is a good phrase. And when you mention the seasons, the summer, autumn, something, and you can add in a but, not then but something, then but in winter. Yeah, this is the only thing that I noticed. For Jane Lee, make the recruiter amazed. The recruiter be amazed. Yeah. Then and certain point you mentioned you are but you forget the but word because it's a become negative. Yeah. You have to think. You can say you have to consider something. Still you can think. Yeah. And for the question has been, the question is before the night, you can say a night before. And I realize you use the phrase, you have to retool yourself. For the table topics, Michelle, I detected none. Give a loud applause for her. For surveying, you mentioned you do repeatedly it. Instead, you can say that you do it repetitively. I made myself no excuse. You can say I give myself no excuse. I realize you use the phrase choose and give up your comfort zone. Rayson, I really like you use the phrase as long as you have the desire to achieve. You mentioned that what you want to, you can say what you want for yourself. And for Karen, you have mentioned the word talent. Maybe you mentioned talent. Maybe you can use the word potential. It will be much more impactful that way. And back to you, GE.
Thank you very much. And now we move on to the final role player of the day, which is the timer. Fanny, are you ready?
Yeah, let me share screen.
Okay, amazing. I would like to invite Toastmaster Fanny to give a timing report.
Can you all see?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So overall, well done. So for the prepared speech, I think Pei Ling, the first speaker, you may want to take note of the time. Michelle, well done, and James just slightly of the time. As for the table topics, you know, everyone done well. Okay, and evaluators also all done well. So means just slightly just by 3 seconds. So everyone has done a good job tonight. Thank you.
Oh, okay, that's done. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I guess this is time for my timing report, my general evaluation report. So I got two disclaimers I like to give every time when I start my general evaluation report. So number one, I am just a kid, so you can choose to accept or not accept what I'm going to say here today. Secondly, I am completely straightforward. So if I offend you in the process of giving my general evaluation report, I apologize in advance. Okay, since we got the formalities out the way, let's start off with the presidential address. So the presidential address, good job to you on welcoming the audience. I guess the president is not here, but it's okay. Congratulating the audience on people attending the meeting. Good job to you. And you explained about the team really well. And you talked about the members' interest form and how it can actually relate to the team and about goal setting. You did a good job. High five to you. High five. Okay. So now we move on to the Toastmaster of the evening, my beautiful Daphne. Why she off a video? Daphne?
Oh,
Daphne.
yeah. Coming back.
Hey, she's back. Okay. So yeah, so Toastmaster of the evening, you talked about Toastmasters history. Good job to you on that. You explained the leadership ranks in Toastmasters. Good job to you on that. You explained about how the meeting is divided into a pie. Great job. You introduced the speakers. Excellent job. You gave summaries on each of the speakers. Good job to you on that. My suggestions, my humble suggestions is number one is to explain about Venus Toastmasters Club. This is my first time attending Venus Toastmasters Club. I have zero knowledge about Venus Toastmasters Club, and I am sure there are a few guests here like Toastmaster Amran, Toastmaster Karen. They are newbies in Venus Toastmasters Club. Maybe you can come and explain what is Venus Toastmasters Club? Who charted Venus Toastmasters Club? Who were the reasons behind charter? What is the purpose of chartering Venus Toastmasters Club? So if you can add this, I always prefer clubs talking about their club history over TI history because TI history can be Googled, but club history can't be Googled. So I would put emphasis on clubs sharing their own club history if 100% are Toastmasters attending the meeting. This saves time and it creates patriotism towards the members. So Aura, you did an amazing job. Daphne, give me a high five. High five. So next we move on to the table topic master, Toastmaster Andrew. Andrew, your questions were good, clear, and concise, very easy to understand. You had a very calm and collected voice, which was very nice to hear. You were not pushing anyone. You were very energetic, which I really love. My suggestion is number one, you could, at the start of the meeting or somewhere midway before your table topic session, right? You can actually put volunteers for table topics and put in the chat box. Like, so you save time there. And because of the lag time, right? Sometimes we lose 1 to 2 minutes due to lag time asking people, would you like to volunteer? Would you like to volunteer? You know, that time, the waiting time can be annoying at times. So that can add up to 1 to 2 minutes, and that can give an opportunity to another speaker to speak in a meeting. So future, if any one of you guys do take up the role of table topic master, do emphasize on copy and pasting a list of volunteers into the chat box. You save time and you don't have to ask for volunteers. It already is in the chat box, so you can immediately save time. Secondly, I would suggest is that your questions were very small. Is it because, I don't know, maybe it's because of my eyes, I could not see the questions clearly. It would be nice if you could, if I know you could bold it or make it a little bit bigger, or there is a function in slides where you click on one of the octagons and it'll open into a new slide. So these are just my tiny little suggestions to like improve on in future when you do take up the table topic master role. Oh no, now it's not called topic master, right? Oh my God, it's gonna take some time to get used to it. You did a good job. High five, my man. Okay, so now we move on to the first speech evaluator. Who was the first speech evaluator again? They say hi. Okay, Rita. Okay. Okay, Rita, I really love your evaluation. You did a good job on talking about the members' progress. This is something which I really love to see evaluators do. They comment on the progress of the members, which actually gives them a sense of motivation, a sense of, you know what, let's go, let's do it. You know, you also, another thing why I love evaluators to include in their evaluation is you achieve all the objectives in your speech. Good job to you on that, especially if it's a new member. It gives a sense of motivation, saying that, oh my God, I did something good today. So it gives them a very happy thing in their heart. You did a good job. My two suggestions would be is number one is to work on a summary. Secondly is to add in the why factor into your evaluation. You talked about the member improving on engagement. Like, why should they improve on the engagement? What is the purpose of improving on the engagement? How come if they include engagement into the speech, what is the benefit of them including engagement? So if you could include the why, right, it can actually help the member understand better on their point of improvement and make them implement it in future meetings as well. So overall, you did a good job, Rita. High five. Okay, so now we move on to the second speech evaluator, which is June. Ironically, we are in the month of June. Sorry.
Yes.
I had to do it. Almost. Okay, so you had a good, clear, concise evaluation. It was very easy to follow. You had a very good conclusion. You had a good summary. I really love evaluations with a summary. Again, my suggestion is to work on the why factor as well. You also talked about the engagement. Why is it important for the member to have engagement with the audience? Does it cause a connection with the audience? Does it make the audience feel hooked into the speech? Or does it feel the audience can actually take a take-home message from the delivery of the speech? So this is just my tiny suggestions. You did a good job. High five. So now we move on to the reason why we are here today. A reason why I'm here today, which is Surbin. So Surbin, you had a good acronym. You had a good acronym in your evaluation. You had a very clear and concise evaluation. You talked about the why, especially with the eye contact, because you can tell with good eye contact, you can actually feel the audience connected with you, and you know that the audience know that you're talking to them. Good job to you on that. My tiny suggestion is to slow down a little bit, because you are like, maybe you are very excited. It's very normal when we're excited, we tend to speak very fast. So my suggestion is for you to slow down a little bit. That can actually make the speaker understand. Then another thing at the end, you said, thank you. Then I was about to unmute myself. Then you talked again. I was like, okay, what? So that is something that you added more evaluation. So what I would suggest is you add everything you want to say, then end with a thank you. So the speaker doesn't like zone out and zone in again, because like how I was zoning out and zoning in. So you did a good job, Surbin. High five. Okay, now we move on to my brother, Amran. So I would like to start by saying 3 beautiful words to you. I love you. Why? Because I really love evaluators who go straight to the point, no other stories behind it, immediately say, okay, this is what I like about your speech. Those type of evaluators, I love them to the moon and back. So yeah, so straight to the point, you're very clear and easy evaluation to follow. You had good what can I say, content wise. You talked about one things to improve. I really love you commented on a table topics master, because this is a job of a table topic evaluator as well, which most people don't know, that TTE also has the right to comment on the topics master. See, it's quite hard. Okay, topics master as well. So please, you did a good job on that. My suggestion is to work on the eye contact, because you were looking on your script. I don't know whether you're looking at a script. It would be nice if you could look at the camera from time to time, so the evaluatees feel like you're looking and talking to them. Overall, a good job. High five. Okay, next we move on to the grammarian. My man. Okay, so the grammarian, you did a good job on your grammarian report. It was very easy to follow. I have 2 suggestions for you. Number 1 is, I would love if you could mention the names of speakers who mention the less perfect words because it actually can it can demotivate them a little bit. So that my suggestion is not to mention their names. Secondly is to construct your evaluation, your grammarian report in a more organized manner. My suggestion, this is just my humble suggestion, is number 1 is to mention the people who said the word of the day. Who mentioned the word of the day, then move on to the beautiful usage. This is where you can actually mention the names of the speakers and they can feel motivated and say, yes, Toastmasters is life. Or then you can move on to the final thing on the points of, the grammar that needs improvement. So at least there is some type of structure in your grammar report. Even though there was structure, this is something is easier for a newbie Toastmaster to follow in follow a grammar report. So Aura, you did a good job, my man. High five. Okay, now we move on to the R counter. First thing I want to say, again, I want to say I love you to you because you are the best R counter I ever met in my life. Honestly, the total R counters that you calculated, like just in this meeting, right? The total of R's, and all you counted is more than my whole life as a Toastmaster attending meetings. You know, it's like it's surely more. Okay, I can bet it's surely more. I've been to like what about 800 or 900 meetings, and I've never seen this much in a meeting. Oh my God, I don't know how you pay attention to every single word. Good job to you on that. My tiny suggestion to elevate your R counter report into another level is to specify what speech crutches. Like for example, right? Okay, let's just say Kelly got 200 speech crutches. Okay, Kelly, you're the only one that I know here. Okay, so yeah, so you got 200 speech crutches. You can say, okay, Kelly said okay 50 times, and this was the most that she used throughout the speech. So you can actually specify on something. Secondly, you didn't mention anything about the Toastmaster of the evening. How many speech crutches the Toastmaster of the evening had? How many speech crutches that the speech evaluators had? How much speech crutches did the president had? The SAA had? So these are things that you can include in your R counter report, even though I know it's going to be 1,000, maybe, I don't know, but it will be nice, you know, to listen. So yeah, Aura, you did a good job. High five.
Okay.
Thank you. So now we timing report. Can the timer share your timing report, please? I would like you to share your timing report. Don't get scared. I'm not gonna kill you. Just please share your timing report.
Okay. Sorry.
Don't get scared. Don't get scared. I'm a nice
No,
guy.
no.
I'm not like Kelly. I'm a very nice person. Okay, so
Can you see?
since you are a brand new timer, I'm going to give you a few tips that's going to make you one of the best timers in Toastmasters. Okay, the next time you give a timing report, everyone will say, can you send me the template into the chat box? Okay, so the first thing I would like you to do is to color code your timing report. For example, if it's 1 minute 90 seconds for table topics, it's what color? It's green, right? So you color code it in green and use a white font. Same thing with if it's 5, 6, 7, color code it, easier. And secondly, I would like you to create another table, another column in each of your table with a title called remarks. So you can say under time, overtime, or in time.
Okay.
So it's easier for you in future meetings. You can say, yeah, he's overtime. Yeah, he's in time. So it's very easy for you to like know who is under time, who is in time, and who is overtime. Easier when you're giving a timing report as well as during the e-voting session. So these are my 2 tips that are going to make you one of the best timers in Toastmasters. You did a good job. High five.
Thank you.
So now we move on to the overall evaluation of the meeting. So the meeting was good. I would suggest the Zoom master to be consistent. Just my tiny suggestion, because I'm a very picky person. I would ask the Zoom master to be a little bit more consistent in spotlighting and not spotlighting the timer, because I realized throughout the table topic session, the first speaker, the timer was not spotlighted. Then the second speaker onwards, the timer herself used the raise hand function to make herself visible. So I would like that spotlighting of the timer to be more consistent throughout the meeting. I love that you don't spotlight the timer throughout the meeting like most people do. You always spotlight when the timer turns green. Good job to you, whoever's the Zoom master. I don't know who's the Zoom master, so I'm just speaking out randomly. And also, the meeting ran very smoothly. As I said, I don't care if a meeting go overtime as long we are having fun and enjoying the meeting. So I'm assuming everyone is enjoying the meeting because everyone is smiling. Okay, everyone is enjoying the meeting, right? Okay, good job. Okay, I'm not lying to myself. Okay, so everyone did an amazing job. So continue striving, continue doing things that you love, and always remember one thing, like I always tell to every Toastmasters club that I visit, don't take Toastmasters seriously, take Toastmasters passionately. Back to whoever is responsible to take over after me now. Who? Definitely you are.
No.
Definitely?
Not
You,
me.
okay.
June.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take over.
Okay, June,
Since
back to you.
Angeline, thank you, Kajan. our fantastic GE of this evening. Since Angeline has some personal matters to attend, so I actually take over for this closing speech. And before we end, we would like to call upon the recognition session. So let me, Visan, let me know, we will skip the speech, prepared speech. So we will go to the evaluator, right?
Yes.
Wow.
The best table topic?
Best table topic is Michelle Lam. Let's give her a big, loud applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just wait me for a while. I have some technical issue. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Congratulations.
Thank you, June.
Next, we will have our best evaluator, Sylvain Chia, our very best BPE. Congratulations, Sylvain, and volunteering taking up the role impromptu evaluator for today.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay.
And next, we will also have we have two best evaluator for tonight, who is none other than Rita Go, Toastmaster.
I need to highlight it. Okay, ready?
Congratulations, Rita.
3, 2, 1, smile.
Rita has done a dual role as well, being a SAA and also taking up the evaluator role. Thank you very much for taking this up. All right, up next, we will have appreciation for our guests. First is Daphne Tan, our Toastmaster of the evening.
Ready? 3, 2, sorry. 3, wait, technical issue. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you.
Daphne for visiting us, and none other than our DTN Kajan for being a wonderful GE for us.
Wait. Stop. Okay, sorry. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Your humor side, Kajan. Come and visit us more often. We need you.
If you all want me to come, I can come.
Okay. Next, we have a grammarian, Guat CJ.
CJ is leaving, I think. CJ is leaving.
Oh, he is leaving. Okay, he has left the call. Okay, next we have Andrew, our topic master.
Andrew, are you here? I think Andrew, I think left already.
Left already. Okay, I think also we are running out of time. And Amran, he's our regular visitor. Amran, thank you for taking up the role as a table topic evaluator.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, smile. Thank you.
Okay, there's a quick announcement. The next meeting will be held on 18th of June. It's on Saturday night, 8 to 10. We would like to see all Venus members to celebrate joining the meeting. This is our very first anniversary. So of course, there will be exciting topics and also some celebration, recognition of our members, and also the last meeting for our existence terms club officer. So with that, we shall conclude tonight's meeting. And thank you very much, everyone, for your time. Yeah, Sylvain, sorry, pass it over to you, VPE.